Today's story: Love for the Sea. Once upon a time, there was a fisherman named Isabel and his wife Alina who lived in a small hut near the sea. The hut's exterior was weather-beaten yet full of character, its wooden planks a soothing, sun-bleached gray. It stood on sturdy stilts, its foundation planted firmly in the sandy soil, safeguarding it from the gentle lapping of the sea during high tide. Around the hut, wildflowers and beach grasses swayed in the coastal breeze, adding a touch of color to the serene surroundings. Stepping inside, the interior of their home was a warm refuge from the elements. The walls, made of thick, weathered planks, were adorned with seashell and driftwood decorations. The kitchen, though compact, was a hub of activity. A worn wooden table sat near the window, offering a picturesque view of the sea. Shelves held jars of preserved fruits and vegetables, a testament to Alina's culinary skills. Every day, the fisherman would go down to the shore to fish, spending hours gazing out at the calm sea. Isabel has a deep passion for the sea. He finds solace in the rhythmic sound of waves, the gentle sway of his fishing boat, and the vast, ever-changing expanse of water. Fishing is not just a hobby for Isabel, it's his livelihood. He takes great pride in his ability to provide for himself and his wife, Alina, through his fishing endeavors. Alina, his wife, would regularly tend to her garden where she grew tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, and potatoes. Before going out to the sea, Alina would always prepare food for Isabel, so he would not get hungry during the day. One day, while Isabel was preparing to go fishing, Alina told him that today she could not prepare much food for him, as there weren't many fish left, and the vegetables were few, as a lot of crops were destroyed by the storms. Although Isabel was an optimist man, he was disappointed in himself, disappointed that he could not provide enough for the both of them. "Now it's not the time to be upset, we've been through worse," he told himself, as he was departing towards his favorite fishing spot. Isabel's favorite fishing spot is a picturesque and secluded cove along the rugged coastline, a well-kept secret known only to a few seasoned fishermen in the area. As he approaches the cove, Isabel is greeted by a breathtaking vista of towering cliffs, their rocky surfaces adorned with emerald mosses and dotted with hardy coastal flora. Seabirds wheel and cry overhead, their silhouettes dancing against the brilliant blue sky. The day was already announcing itself to be a good one. He had been fishing for a few hours already, and he only caught a small fish, a gray one the size of his palm, certainly not enough for the dinner. While fishing, he hooked a remarkable fish, which surprised Isabel, because the fish spoke to him. This enchanted fish begged to be released, claiming it wouldn't be a tasty meal. The fish was an extraordinary sight to behold, unlike any fish the fisherman had ever seen in his years of fishing. It was of a substantial size, with glistening scales that shimmered in various shades of iridescent blue, green, and silver. The body of the fish was sleek and streamlined, suggesting swiftness in the water. Its fins were long and graceful, extending from its back with translucent membranes. The dorsal fin, in particular, was adorned with tiny, intricate markings that resembled ancient symbols. Its eyes were the most captivating feature of all. They were large, expressive orbs that gleamed with intelligence and ancient wisdom. Fisherman, surprised as he was asked the fish, "Who are you, and why do you speak?" "Enchanted fish. I am not just a common fish, dear fisherman. I am an enchanted creature of the deep, with a story and a purpose far beyond the ordinary." Fisherman curiously asked, "An enchanted fish? What good does it do if I release you?" Enchanted fish. "You see, I am bound by a spell, a fate not of my choosing. I long to return to the depths, for here I shall not taste good, nor will I bring you much fortune." To which the fisherman asked, "What could you offer in return for your freedom?" The enchanted fish replied mysteriously, "Release me, and I shall grant you a wish. Anything your heart desires, I shall make it so. Wealth, happiness, or perhaps something more profound. Your dreams, fisherman, can be made reality." Intrigued, the fisherman said, A wish, you say? It's a tempting offer. The fisherman, recognizing its uniqueness, released the fish back into the water, and it swam away, leaving a trail of blood behind. Isabel couldn't help but feel compassion for the fish, recognizing its desire to return to its natural home. With a kind heart and a deep sense of empathy, he made the compassionate choice to release it back into the water. The moment the fish slipped beneath the waves, a sense of amazement and wonder washed over him, leaving an indelible mark on his soul. A few more hours passed by, and the sun began its descent toward the horizon, casting a warm, golden glow over the tranquil sea. Isabel reluctantly decided it was time to leave his favorite fishing spot. He had spent hours casting his line, patiently waiting for the elusive catch, and now, with the day drawing to a close, he knew he must return to the shore. As he started to reel in his fishing line, a sense of hope mingled with disappointment welled up within him. The beauty of the sunset painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, a breathtaking spectacle that never failed to fill him with hope and optimism. He yearned for this day to be different, for the sea to yield a bountiful catch that would impress Alina, his beloved wife. Yet, as he surveyed his solitary catch, a single, silvery fish, Isabel couldn't help but feel a pang of disappointment. It was a humble catch, far from the impressive bounty he had envisioned. He had hoped to return to their coastal hut with a glorious haul, a testament to his fishing prowess, and a feast fit for a queen to impress Alina. With a sigh, Isabel knew that today's catch wouldn't live up to his aspirations. Still, he couldn't deny the beauty of the setting sun, its warm embrace a reminder that each day at sea brought new opportunities and that hope always danced on the horizon. Resigned but determined, he gathered his meager catch, his heart hopeful for the promise of tomorrow, a chance to cast his line once more and this time, perhaps, to bring back a catch that would truly impress Alina and fill their humble coastal home with joy and abundance. As Isabel returned to their coastal hut with his modest catch and a sense of disappointment lingering in his heart, Alina, his ever-supportive wife, greeted him with a warm smile. She could sense his mixed emotions and the weight of his unmet expectations. "Welcome back, my love," Alina said, her voice gentle and reassuring. She approached him, her eyes filled with understanding and love. "I see the sea was both kind and stubborn today." Isabel sighed, a hint of frustration still visible on his face. "Yes, Alina," he replied. "I had hoped for a grand catch, something to impress you, to show you my love through the bounty of the sea." With the last light of day gently fading and the coastal hut enveloped in a cozy, candlelit embrace, Isabel couldn't contain the magical secret he had kept since his encounter with the talking fish. He knew it was time to share this enchanting tale with Alina, his beloved wife, who sat across from him at their kitchen table. Taking a deep breath, he began. "Alina, my love, something extraordinary happened today out at sea." His voice carried a hint of wonder, mirroring the bewitching story he was about to unveil. Alina looked at him with a mixture of curiosity and anticipation. "What is it, Isabel?" she asked, leaning closer, her eyes reflecting the flickering candlelight. Isabel's eyes sparkled as he recounted the tale. "As I was fishing in my favorite spot, I cast my line and felt a tug like no other. When I reeled it in, there it was, a fish unlike any I've ever seen. Its scales shimmered like moonlight on the water, and Alina, it could talk." Alina's eyes widened in astonishment. "A talking fish?" she exclaimed. "Isabel, you jest." Isabel chuckled and continued. "No jest, my dear. This fish, with a voice as melodious as a songbird's, told me it was not an ordinary fish but an enchanted one. It begged for its freedom, and I couldn't resist its plea. I released it back into the sea." Alina listened with rapt attention, her heart touched by the magical tale. "Isabel," she said softly, "such wonders the sea holds. I believe your story, for in your eyes I see the truth of it. Isabel smiled, his heart filled with love for the woman who always believed in him, no matter how extraordinary the tale. "It is a day I shall never forget," he whispered. "And I wanted to share it with you, my dearest Alina." While falling asleep, all Isabel could think about was what to do to catch more fish, what to do to make sure they never worry about food or how they are going to get the next meal. After a long sleep, they both woke up in the morning. Rays of sunshine casting through the planks were bathing the two of them with a comfortable warmth. As they opened their cottage door, the golden rays of the rising sun bathed their coastal garden in a warm, inviting glow. What they beheld was nothing short of a miracle. Alina's garden, once lush with growing crops, had transformed overnight into a paradise of abundance. The tomato vines, once heavy with green fruit, now bore ripe, crimson tomatoes of unparalleled juiciness and sweetness. The onion beds stood proudly, their bulbs plump and golden, while the cucumber trellises sagged under the weight of crisp, emerald cucumbers. And in the potato patch, the soil seemed to have yielded an endless harvest of creamy, golden potatoes. Isabel and Alina exchanged awestruck glances, hardly able to believe their eyes. The garden, once meticulously tended, now teemed with fully grown crops, as if nature itself had responded to their heartfelt wish. The bountiful harvest stretched out before them, a testament to the magic that had touched their lives. Tears of joy welled up in Alina's eyes as she exclaimed, "Isabel, look at this! Our garden, it's a miracle! Our wish has been granted." Isabel, equally moved by the sight, smiled in wonder. "Indeed, my love," he said, "we shall never worry about food again. The sea and our garden provide for us in ways we could only dream of." After this, they made the most appetizing breakfast they have ever had, to cherish the miracle. After this, Isabel took a break from fishing, and helped Alina harvest the crops, which they had done for a few days. One morning, with a heart brimming with hope, Isabel set out to sea on his small fishing boat. The sun sparkled on the water's surface, and the rhythmic sound of the waves served as a comforting backdrop to his mission. With every cast of his fishing line and each sweep of the net, he searched for the enchanted fish. Hours turned into days, and days into weeks, but despite his determined efforts and countless hours spent on the tranquil sea, Isabel could not find a trace of the talking fish. It seemed as though the magical creature had vanished into the depths, leaving no clue to its whereabouts. Isabel's hopes slowly began to wane, and he couldn't help but feel a sense of disappointment. He had wanted to express his gratitude to the fish, to thank it for the miracle in their garden and the end of their food worries. Yet, it seemed that the fish had chosen to remain hidden, leaving Isabel with a profound sense of mystery and wonder. Just when Isabel was ready to give up on finding the talking fish, he spotted an island, one that he did not know about, which was rare, because he was very familiar with the surroundings. Isabel's heart quickened with hope as he guided his boat toward the unknown landmass. The island's shores were lush with tropical vegetation, and the air was thick with the scent of exotic flowers. Isabel explored the island, encountering vibrant wildlife and mystical sights. As he ventured deeper into the heart of the island, he stumbled upon a building that shelters a statue, its stone pillars adorned with intricate carvings that depicted the sea in all its glory. In the center of the building, Isabel discovered a golden statue of a magnificent sea god. The statue's eyes seemed to hold a knowing gaze, as if it had witnessed the depths of the ocean's secrets for centuries. Isabel, with a deep sense of reverence, approached the altar and offered his gratitude to the sea god for the bountiful garden and the fish that had brought such blessings. It was then that the statue seemed to come alive with a gentle, soothing hum. A soft voice echoed, and Isabel felt a presence unlike any other. The sea god, in the form of a radiant apparition, revealed itself to Isabel. "You have journeyed far, humble fisherman," the sea god spoke, its voice like the whisper of waves on the shore. "I am the guardian of the seas, and my servant, the talking fish, brought you a gift of gratitude." your care for the coastal waters and the simple joys of life have not gone unnoticed." Isabel listened in awe as the sea god explained that the talking fish was its servant, sent to bestow blessings upon those who showed kindness and stewardship of the coast. The magical garden was a testament to Isabel and Alina's love for the sea and their community. Touched by Isabel's heartfelt quest to express his gratitude, the sea god offered a profound revelation. "You need not seek the fish any longer," it said. "The magic of the sea and the blessings of the garden will remain with you, for you have understood the true essence of gratitude and appreciation." With those words, the sea god blessed Isabel and his coastal home, imbuing them with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper connection to the mysteries of the sea. Isabel returned to his coastal hut, forever changed by his journey and the wisdom of the sea god. He shared the revelation with Alina and their community, reinforcing the importance of gratitude, stewardship of the coast, and the magic that lay within the simple joys of life. If you've listened until now, make sure you like and subscribe, so you'll know when the next story comes around.